Thanks, Bob. Well, who doesn't have a weed problem? Recently, Georgia producers got an opportunity to attend a weed management field day in Putnam County. The event brought a large crowd out to learn how to better manage weeds that get into their row crops and their pastures. Monitor's Wildman has the report.
If you don't think weeds are a problem in Georgia, just take a look at the crowd that showed up in Eatonton to take advantage of a weed management field day. Producers crowded under a pavilion at Embry Farm Services to hear better ways they can manage weeds on their farms. The Natural Resources Conservation Service put on the event with many other groups as partners, and it gave producers a chance to network with other producers while learning from some experts.
I hope that everyone has a chance to talk about maybe some of the problems they're having, and also understand some of the things that are out there that can help them manage their problems, and know that there's resources available to them.
Producers who raise cattle struggle in certain months to maintain healthy pastures. When rain is plentiful and the sun comes out, managing their fields is pretty straightforward. But Philip Brown from NRCS spoke to the group about what to do when things are a little bit more challenging.
I think the first thing you want to keep in mind is definitely going to be soil fertility. Soil pH, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium levels in particular is what we want to look at. And soil pH from the standpoint of nutrient availability. We know that as our pHs decline and get below, say, a 5.5 or so, those nutrients just become somewhat unavailable to the plants. As we get into pHs of 6 and 6.5 that are typically recommended on our soil tests, then we know that those nutrients become much more available. And as nutrients are available to the plants, we're going to have much more productive and persistent stands. So we want to keep pH in mind always, and lime pastures as recommended by your soil test. And that will definitely help productivity and persistence.
One very important tool farmers have at their disposal for weeds is a good sprayer. But if the sprayer is not working properly, farmers can waste a lot of time and a lot of money.
We're going to talk about maintaining sprayers, spray systems, talk a little bit about basic calibration, but mainly looking at maintenance issues with sprayers, and that seems to be the biggest problem with folks that can't keep sprayers in calibration, is that they are not maintaining the nozzles, not changing out screens, and making sure that they don't have any leaks and drips or bad diaphragms in the spray system that are letting nozzles not perform like they should.
Farmers in Putnam County and surrounding areas are all eager to get out in the fields, but sometimes it is best just to wait and be patient before heading out and spraying for weeds.
Wind conditions are probably the thing you need to note the most. Anything above 8 miles an hour of constant wind speed, you probably don't want to be spraying in. Of course, gusty type situations where you're getting some pretty strong gusts can affect your spray pattern as well and your coverage. Also looking at impending weather fronts coming in. If you're 30 minutes in front of a big thunderstorm, you don't want to be out there spraying.
The producers in the area gained a lot of knowledge from this field day, and NRCS says they will be hosting similar events in other parts of the state as well. Reporting from Putnam County, I'm Mark Wildman for the Georgia Farm Monitor.